Molecular modeling and simulation techniques. Molecular modeling and simulation techniques have advanced significantly over the years, with the goal of providing insight into the structure, dynamics, and properties of molecules. These techniques use computational methods to describe the behavior of atoms and molecules in a variety of environments and under a range of conditions. In this article, we will explore the basics of molecular model. And simulation, as well as some of the key techniques used in these fields. Molecular modeling is the use of computer-based techniques to study the structure and behavior of molecules. There are several approaches to molecular modeling, each of which has its strengths and weaknesses. For example, quantum mechanics (QM) calculations can provide very accurate results, but they can be computationally expensive for large molecules or systems. Conversely, molecular mechanics simulations are much faster but are less accurate and limited to larger molecules. One of the most basic molecular modeling techniques is molecular dynamics, MD, simulation. This technique involves the simulation of the motion and behavior of molecules over time. MD simulations are typically used to study the thermodynamic properties and dynamics of molecules, such as protein folding, chemical reactions, and diffusion. They are also used to study the properties of fluids, materials, and other systems. MD simulations begin with an initial structure of the molecule or system of interest. The atoms and bonds are assigned initial velocities based on a mathematical model, and the system is allowed to evolve over time according to the laws of classical mechanics. In a MD simulation, the atoms and molecules in the system interact with one another through parameterized potentials, which describe the forces that act between them. Another important molecular modeling technique is molecular docking. This technique involves the prediction of the binding of a small molecule to a protein or other macromolecule. Molecular docking is often used to identify potential drug candidates, and it involves modeling the structure and behavior of the protein-ligand complex. Molecular mechanics is another important molecular modeling technique. Molecular mechanics simulations involve the use of classical mechanics to describe the movement of molecules. Simulations are particularly useful for studying large molecules, such as proteins, and can provide insights into protein dynamics, folding, and binding. Simulations are typically parameterized using force field which describe the interactions between the atoms and molecules in a system. One of the most widely used force fields in molecular mechanics simulations is the charm force field. This force field has been extensively validated and is widely used in biomolecular simulations. Other popular force fields include amber, opals, and chromos. Another important molecular modeling technique is quantum mechanics, QM. QM calculations are used to determine the electronic structure and properties of molecules. These calculations can provide extremely accurate predictions of molecular structures and energies, but they are also computationally expensive. As a result, QM calculations are typically used for smaller systems or for studying specific chemical reactions or mechanisms. One of the most widely used QM methods is density functional theory, DFT. DFT is a computational method that is used to predict the electronic properties of molecules, such as their energies and structures. DFT calculations can be used to study a wide range of chemical reactions, including catalysis, acid-base reactions, and photochemistry. In addition to molecular modeling techniques, there are also a range of simulation techniques that can be used to study molecular systems. One of the most widely used simulation techniques is Monte-C. Arlo, MC, simulation. MC simulation is used to predict the thermodynamic properties of a system by randomly sampling the configuration space of the system. MC simulations are commonly used to study heat phase behavior of materials, such as liquids and gases. Another important simulation technique is molecular dynamics, MD, simulation. MD simulation involves the simulation of the motion and behavior of molecules over time. MD simulations are particularly useful for studying protein dynamics, folding, and binding, and can provide insights into the behavior of other complex molecular systems. By using molecular modeling and simulation techniques, researchers can rapidly screen potential drug candidates, reducing the need for expensive and time-consuming experimental methods. In addition, these techniques can be used to study the properties of materials and other molecular systems, providing insight into the behavior of complex systems at a molecular level. One application of molecular modeling and simulation is in the study of proteins. Proteins are complex molecules that are essential for life, performing a wide variety of functions in the body. By understanding the structure and behavior of proteins, researchers can develop new drugs to target specific diseases. Another application of molecular modeling and simulation is in the study of materials science. By using molecular modeling and simulation techniques, researchers can design and test new materials, predicting their properties before they are synthesized in the lab. In addition to their use in scientific research, molecular modeling and simulation techniques are also increasingly being used in chemical engineering and industrial applications. Despite the many benefits of molecular modeling and simulation, there are also some limitations to these techniques. For example, many of these methods rely on simplified models of molecular behavior and may not accurately represent the complex interactions that occur in real systems. In addition, these techniques require significant computational resources, making them less accessible to small our laboratories or those without access to high-performance computing resources. Despite these limitations, molecular modeling and simulation techniques continue to advance, with new methods and algorithms being developed to overcome these challenges. Another important application of molecular modeling and simulation is in the field of drug discovery.